video, we are going to talk about a little bit about how the client tool that we have created for you works, and I will give you some intel on how to use it to test and interact with your smart contracts. I mean, the project is a really simple one. It has only one class called Contract Manager, and it can be used to interact with your smart contract. For that, you will only need to take from your smart contract project 3 files: the binary files, the binary file, the ABI definition file, and the TypeScript definition file. As you can see here in the window, I'm displaying the example file that you have on the project. So there you will see three different smart contracts, with each one will have the files, as you can see here, ABI, binary, and definition file. In this case, it's a custom smart contract, an ERC20, and the Hello World example. In the file, you will see three different functions where you can see how we interact with the smart contracts. I'm going to explain just this the run custom one, because I think that's the more complex smart contract that we have, and it will cover pretty much everything that you will need to know to use this library. In the first step, for the first step, we are in initialization the configuration from the library. We are telling the library where our node is and the token that is required to interact with the RPC API. So we are in those values from the environmental variables, as you can see here. Yep. After that, the first step we are doing after that is installing the library, installing the binary of the smart contract. As you can see here, we are using an static function from the contract manager class. We are passing the account that we will use to interact with the blockchain. Like a random account that we have generated with the file consigning tools library, and the path to the binary. This is an ASIC function, so you have to wait for the result, and then for the result you will have a seed for that of the new block in the blockchain, and if the binary has been installed before or not. After that, you will be able to create like an instance of a new client with the ABI from that binary that you have installed. With that class, with that instance of the client, you will be able to create new instances of the smart contract, and then interact with it, calling the different methods that you need to that you have defined there. Something interesting to see here is this function, this create function, has a generic type where you can pass the definition or the TypeScript definition that your smart contract will have. For that, you will use the definition file that the project has generated for you from your smart contract code. In this case, this class is a custom, so if you click here, you will see the TypeScript definition for it. That's the file that we have here, definition.ts. We are importing that class from that specific file, as you can see here. And that's why we have all the information here to call all the methods that are defined there with the types definitions, as you can see here. After that, we define all the arguments that we need for that specific method. We call it, and we wait for the result, and that's what you can see here. another thing that maybe you have seen in the screen is this is a different way to create a client instance to interact with your smart contract. If you have installed if you have created an instance of your smart contract previously and you want to interact with that specific instance and not creating a new one, as we are doing here, you can use the load function to pass the contract address of that specific instance along with the ABI, and you will be able to interact with that specific instance and not with a newly created one. In both cases, you will have access to the same methods, but the difference is you are using a pre-existing instance of your smart contract, not a new one. So as you can see here, it's super easy to interact with your smart contract with this library. You just need to add the client library to your repository, execute the init function with the config values, install your binary, create a new instance of your smart contract, and invoke all the methods you want. Please check the example folder if you want to do a deep dive on how this class is implemented. But it's a super easy project. It's not super complex to see how it works. Thank you for your time, and we will see you in the next video.